DC here. Hi guys and gals. Well, I hope you're all well. And hey, it's Mother's Day today, so happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. I don't think there's that many women that are actually watching this video. I've noticed that for whatever reason, I guess that those that are left that watch my videos are mostly men. But yeah, happy Mother's Day out there, and you can send my wishes off to your moms as well. Oh, I spoke with my mom yesterday. My mom's in the hospital right now. She's been in the hospital for over a month now. Yeah, goodness sakes, must be 6 weeks. When she fell when we were in Canada, and they basically are gonna. She's staying in the hospital until she moves on to a senior's residence. Yeah. Complicated situation, but I was really happy because my sister was visiting her, and we made a group call on Facebook Messenger, and there were my children that were able to say also Happy Mother's Day to her, and there was my sisters, myself, and and Mrs. DC next to me, so it was nice, because you do realize the importance of moms when things like that happen, especially if you live abroad. Like ourselves, we emigrated, and parents stayed I was going to say in Canada in our case. And last year, well, sorry, not last year, last month. Was it last month? Yes, it was actually already. We went back to Canada for the funeral of Mrs. DC's mom. So you see, it kind of gets to you, when Mother's Day comes, and one mom less, and one, basically on the twilight years. Yeah, but it's one thing that I think that we all look to when we think about Mother's Day. At least I was going to say, at least those of us who've had good moms. Somehow moms usually come out pretty much on top of the list. There's a saying that I don't think that I invented it completely, but kind of put together, is that that moms, they sew little parts of their personality into us, and they flower it. I mean, they put love into it, and they see the flowers come and the seeds germinate and so on. The whole message and the whole picture, you can kind of see it, and they see it, and they see that also when they see their grandchildren or even their great grandchildren. They can see what they've sown, and what comes, what follows, and it's a nice thought, actually. I know. I was going to say, I hope that the dads can say the same thing, but there's always that little special place in your heart for your mom. Dads see it, the dads see it when the moms are, with their children, the way they act and so on, and yeah. I don't know how it's going to be. I don't know how it's going to be in the future. Well, I'm saying that in a way, not trying to be condescending in any way, but the way society is changing, the relationship of the family has changed. Even our family, for the first years of the child's life, of the children's lives, well, actually for more than the first years, maybe because we lived abroad and it was more complicated or what, but Mrs. DC was at home, and so it was kind of a family in the old way. You know what I mean? Is the dad went off to work and mom was at home, and that is, of course, for many, many reasons, that's possible. And I'm not even trying to make a value statement here. it could be financial reasons, it could just simply be societal reasons. It doesn't matter. I'm just saying it's different, and that does create nevertheless a different way of looking, at the family. In classes, it's interesting, like in primary classes, grade school, where you usually had people make a drawing or something for the family, and this year, actually, in one of the in my second so Matthew's class, so he's the youngest grandson. They didn't find time to make a little drawing. I mean, he's like in kindergarten, I guess. Yeah, it would be kindergarten. They didn't find time to make a drawing for the moms. They wrote a note saying, "Oh, we will do it all together for moms and dads later on." And he was actually really sad because he didn't. Well, I mean, he made a little drawing on his own, but he was really sad because he didn't have like an official thing to give to his mom that came, like from school. And you do kind of realize that I guess there's a difference in the way of looking at that. I've known some teachers who said we don't really care for. I've actually heard a few say that we don't really care for Mother's Day because it's we should be treating moms well all the time, all year round, and it's denigrating women. Well, okay, but I guess it's just the view of some. Luckily, I would say. Anyway, having said that, I do want really to express my appreciation today on Mother's Day for all the great women out there. I would like to say behind every great man, there's an even greater woman. But I guess one thing that's clearly the case is that, if you've got a great team, that's fantastic. And if you have a mom that's on her own or, working within that team, it's something fantastic, Where would we be without our moms? I think we could many of us could say that. Where would we be without our moms? Anyway, no polemics here. Happy Mother's Day to all of you. DC signing off. Take care. Bye-bye.